Blog Talk Radio.
MossBurn, you there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Man, shoot, I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed, man. How about yourself, man?
Man, I'm over here chilling, you know what I'm saying? I can't complain, you know what I'm saying?
All right, most definitely. Well, listen, man, thank you for coming on to the show. I know you're a busy man, a lot of things going on, but you took the time out to actually, speak to us.
Right, thank you for having me on the show, really,
Hey, no problem. Hey, listen, real quick, I want to talk with you, really, I guess, about where it began for you. How did MossBurn, the rapper, the persona, everything, where did that begin?
You mean, how did I start rapping? Just, the whole nine.
Yeah.
I'd say probably back like in 96. I want to say about back in 96. I first heard Bone Thugs and Harmony, Creeping on the Come Up CD. You know what I'm saying? And when I first heard it, it was like a breath of fresh air for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like something I never heard before. So, I mean, I would have to say that would really inspire me to just, take music seriously, So, I mean, I would say back then,
All right, so Bone Thugs and Harmony, man, yeah. Back in the day, man, Bone was like everything, man. Bone was everything and everything, man. So I can definitely relate to you as far as that's concerned. Okay, now I got you. Who's your favorite rapper out of Bone?
Crazy. Crazy is the tall, slender one.
That's why you cool with me. Crazy Bone was the dopest, yeah.
yeah, he was the illest out of them all, So, you know what I mean? And not to mention Tupac, he also inspired me to do what I'm doing. So, I mean, it just wasn't Bone, but, you know what I'm saying, I would probably have to pinpoint Bone as being the main focal point for me doing what I'm doing right now. But, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Now, tell everybody, where are you originally from?
I'm from a small town in Michigan called Muskegon, Michigan, yeah. That's where I'm located currently. Are you serious?
Yeah, promise to God, no bull. Seriously, I've actually heard of that area before. Okay, all right, so that's where you're originally from. All right, well, tell me a little bit about how it was growing up. What it was like growing up. What was it like? Your environment like? What was it? The sounds that were, obviously influencing you. Obviously, outside of Tupac and Bone, what was it growing up in that area?
Man, it was. I mean, I grew up in the you could say in the hood or whatever, Isabella and Wood Street. There was a lot of negativity going on around me, but I didn't let it affect me, what I'm saying? I still came out a good person, the way I see it, police every night, what I'm saying, sirens, the typical stuff that goes on in the hood and whatnot. And, I mean, the sound musically that inspired, my region where I come from, my area, I would say, I mean, a little bit of everything, it could be from the south or the west, the east, what I'm saying, whatever's currently hot at that moment, but, I'd say that's where I come from, though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, because obviously with you being, like I said, pretty much being in the center of everything, because I guess that is considered technically Midwest, I guess. Some people will consider that area, Michigan, the Midwest. I guess you kind of had a melting pot of different sounds that you could kind of find a way to emulate, but at the same time turn to your own. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, definitely, like I said, the Midwest is in the center of everything. So we're going to pretty much, we're going to have a little bit of the South, we're going to have a little bit of the West, a little bit of the East, a little bit of the North, So, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about being in the Midwest, It's not being boxed in with one sound. It's going to be a little bit of everything. So, definitely.
Okay. All right, live on the air right now, we have MossBurn here on the Brandon Watlington Show. He's got a new mixtape that's out that you can actually download on Dat Piff called Mapped Out. Okay, now tell me a little bit about Mapped Out right now.
Man, that's what the streets need. You know, that's what the internet need. That's what everybody need. Everybody need it in their life. You know, I didn't just stick with one particular producer for that mixtape. I just pretty much bounced around and just got a sound from everybody. You know, I got stuff for the ladies. I got stuff for the guys on the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff, you know, for the guys that ain't really all that hard, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just a little bit of stuff for everybody. You know, I try to be versatile with it. You know what I'm saying? Just cover all the bases with it. You know, talk about the good stuff, the bad stuff. You know, club records. You know, everything.
Was that your intention to intentionally make sure that you hit all facets
exactly.
of
exactly.
the different types of people out there? Okay, so it was okay. All right.
Yeah, I want to
cover
all the
I
bases.
guess you know what. Oh, okay. I guess for that, especially with a lot of independent artists. I guess that was leading me to my next question. With a lot of independent artists, they go one lane, and then they just try to just keep it. Now, with you, obviously, you're going a lot of different lanes to kind of reach broader audiences. How do you feel that the response has been?
I mean, the response has been pretty good. You know, it can always get better, but you know, I mean, it's been pretty good. You know, it's more good comments than bad comments. So I mean, I feel like I'm doing something right. You know, and
right.
You know, the video that I dropped. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the video that I dropped, you know, the views is up there. So I mean, I feel like I'm doing something right. You know.
All right, definitely. Now, let me answer me this question real quick, man. You know, what is it about hip hop that just breeds haters? Where like everybody's gonna hate on everybody's stuff because you know you said that you got to take the good comments, the bad comments, or whatever the case is.
Right.
For whatever reason, in hip hop, especially with rappers, that seems to be the case each and every single day. Where it just seems like there's always some type of adversity. With that. Now, how do you find yourself dealing with that if you have to deal with that at all? Because obviously, you know, you're putting in the work to move to a next level, to a certain level. So how is that you're progressing?
I mean, the haters is the ones that motivate you. The way I see it, you know, you must be doing something to make them mad. You know, I mean, obviously they not doing something. So I mean, the way I look at it, the haters is the motivators. You know, they see you doing something that they're not doing. So I mean, they gon', you know, obviously not like it. So have something negative to say about it. I mean, I don't let the haters affect me though. You know. So,
okay. All right. Well, here's another question for you. The writing process, or the process to create the songs that you create. Tell me a little bit. You know, tell the listeners as well. What is it? You know, how does that process work for you? You know, is it you come in with an intention to do a certain thing, or is it something like where you just have to listen to the music? You know, what's that step-by-step process for you?
My writing process is just as soon as I hear the beat, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the times the beat be telling me what to write about, you know what I'm saying, depending on the beat. You know, if the beat is a up-tempo type beat, you know what I'm saying, fast-paced, you know what I'm saying, they got a lot of strings and melodies in it, you know, then, you know, I might just go off the vibe of the beat, you know, whatever the beat is saying, whatever the feel of the beat is for me. That's how my writing process go about. But I just never just go with a planned subject matter for the beat or whatever, you know. I just usually go off the beat when I hear the beat that moment, you know. So that's how my writing process goes about.
Okay. Hey, listen, guys, if you're now just joining in, listen to the Brandon Watlington Show. We are live on air with MossBurn right now. Hey, listen, I want to get into a little bit of your music right now, if you don't mind, real quick. I know we have a couple of tracks that we have on here that we get a chance to play from time to time. The one actually I really was digging was your song "Getting It." Now, tell me a little bit about that one.
Man, "Getting It," you know. I feel like Getting It is one of them records, you know, you can just, you know, it's one of them motivational records. I feel like you can be getting money, you can be getting your education, you know, you can be getting a way to provide for your family or whatever, you know what I'm saying, getting good grades, you know what I'm saying, it's one of them records for everybody. So, I mean, it's one of them motivational records I feel that I just put out there. And I felt like everybody was going to eat it up because, you know, everybody can relate to it. Everybody's trying to get something. Whether you're trying to get rich, trying to get a particular girl, get your dream job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a record for everybody. So that's why I called it Getting It, So I feel like everybody will be able to relate or gravitate towards that record. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, dang, I think you already did a good job of introducing it, but still, if you could, please, I'm gonna allow you to introduce your song to the masses right now. So take it away, man.
Hey, check this out. This is a kid, Moss $1 Million Burn. Check out my brand new single, Getting It. Yeah.
Yeah. Made music. Moss $1 Million Burn. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping it. Ride around. I'm getting it. Hope you can just listen in. Get it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping it. Ride around. I'm getting it. Hope you can just listen in. Bandanas on black hammers. Side-town, they got cameras. I'm trying to get them bands up, got the game all in some handcuffs, got a lock, I make a whip, I'm in a trap, I'm chopping, disappeared, no magic trick, I bag it quick, that zip lock, got big knots all in my jeans, I lift the beat, I'm on the block with some jeans, posted where the end must be, I'ma ride to my whip on E, I do it big like Lil C's, my Spanish plug, real niggas, they standing up, my pockets big, looking like a camel hump, that old no cool stick, my racks up, mom's all but that new whip, I'ma show a nigga what I just do, kid, that two spit. My car just like a record label, cause my whip stay ruthless. If this nigga got loose lips, that two spit. I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm whipping it, I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money, I'm tripping it, ride around, I'm getting it. Hope you can just listen in, get it. I'm getting it, I'm getting it, I'm whipping it, I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping it, ride around. I'm getting it. Got the pot, I work stove. Baking soda, I'm making one. Not to mention I'm making dough. Switching lanes, mistakes, so can't stop till they pay me more. I blueprint my big dreams. That new bit, I spent cream. Can't stop the kid team. That waistline with that clip beat. Look, dog, please don't tip me. I'll use y'all till it's empty. I know the kids just get cheese. I paper chase, I hold it down. Ain't talking about no paperweight. I'm an OG with that baby face. I was getting dosed in like 88. I was born up in like 84. It took 4 years to start making dough. I make it snow, then make it rain. And niggas snitch, they name and names. We will roll it up, some paper planes. No, dog, we ain't playing, man. I'm praying, war, we for rain things. Matter of fact, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping it, ride around. I'm getting it. Hope you can just listen in, get it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping it, ride around. I'm getting it. Hope you can just listen in. I'm trying to get it moving. I'm talking work and distributing. Y'all niggas losing. I'm on the strip, thick kid is cruising. But I spit y'all listen to it. My niggas do it. I'm plugged. When I step up out of that club and that foreign, ain't talking about no portion. As a matter of fact, the doors lift. Press the gas, I floor it quick. Not to mention some horses in it. Ride around with foreign women. In the kitchen, I'm water whipping. Everything cool, I gotta get it. Counting guap, I hop in business. Money long, my cash right. Gotta get it in, I'm bag white. My cat stay on they last life. If I shine bright, no flashlight. My rack's right. I'm about that life with piles of white on a black trunk. Matter of fact, you act up. That bump inside my back trunk. Mars off in that jack trunk. I get it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping it, ride around. I'm getting it. Hope you can just listen in, get it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it, bitch. I'm sitting in money. I'm tripping
blogtalkradio.com. This is the Brandon Watlington Show. That was MossBurn. We're getting it. Yo, let me tell you, man. I get the message, man. I get the message. I definitely get the message, man. So, yo, exactly. So shout out to you for the track. Now, who helped you get that track together, man?
Actually, it was a producer by the name of G5 Productions. You know, he out in Florida, down in Miami or whatever. He sent me the track. You know, he was like, man, I got something for you that you'll like. So, I mean, I opened my email up and downloaded it. And, I mean, it was a banger. I knew it was a hit from the time I downloaded and heard it, you know, so definitely. Shouts out to G5.
All right, there it is. Now, obviously, with most artists, especially the ones who are doing it independently, it's a process, a very difficult process of reaching the masses. You know, and I've seen it on both ends. What has your experience been, and as far as being able to get yourself out there, where people get a chance to actually see you? How has it been? And what have been the positive pieces of it that you've taken away from it so far?
Man, and it's a long story, but I'll make it short. For my experience, going to commercial radio, I find a lot of times that commercial radio don't really want to play you if they really don't know who you are, So, I mean, that's a part of the experience right there, And a lot of times trying to do shows and open up for, like, the bigger artists or artists that's bigger than me or whatever, a lot of the time those promoters, they want you to pay, like, I'll say probably like $1,500 to $2,000 just to open up for a certain act, I mean, I got no problem whatsoever with spending money for this music, whatever, but at the same time, $2,000, that can go into putting my album out on my mixtape or whatever, so I mean
right.
Yeah, so I mean it's a lot of stuff that goes into that, where people just gonna be wanting large amounts of money. So the way I put it is, if you're trying to do this music from like an indie standpoint, you got to have a lot of money to back you up. But a lot of the positives that I took from it was like, social media. I can reach people from way across all different boards with social media and whatnot. So, I mean, I've just been working the whole social media thing as of late.
Okay. Now, also, speaking of social media, please tell everybody where they can find you online, because I know everybody has to have a Facebook, or Instagram, or a Twitter. So I'm pretty sure that you're on one of these three.
Oh, yeah. I'm not on Facebook. I mean, I need to get on there, but I'm not on Facebook right now. But I'm on YouTube, youtube.com/MossBurn1. I'm on Twitter, twitter.com/Maserati Moss, MAZRATI_Moss. And I'm on Instagram MossBurn. So that's where you can find me. Or you can just Google me up. Go to Google and type in MossBurn or MossBurn Music, and like hundreds of things will pop up. So, I mean, I've been putting in work.
All right. Okay, now that's when you know that you have arrived, when you can say, Google me, and doggone it, everybody knows to find you. Just say Google seriously. Me, and everybody knows who you are, right?
Yeah, definitely. You can go on iTunes. I got 2 singles on iTunes right now. My single, Stomping It. You debuted that single for me, a long time ago, back in the summertime.
Right, yeah.
Brandon, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you can go on iTunes and find my single, Stomping, or you can find my other single, Everything Moving. So, I mean, I'm out here working.
All right. Well, cool, man. Well, I definitely will make sure to keep tabs on you as far as, like I said, like the new stuff is concerned. Because, like I said, we do our best to make sure that, anybody that's out there really putting in the work, we want to make sure that we highlight them. And clearly, you've been one of the people who have been consistent in that. Definitely. And so I definitely want to thank you and reward you for your consistency, because what I find personally, just being, just talking to you, man to man right now on the air, what I find is that what happens is that people, the motivation or the excitement is there, and then it fizzles out. It fizzles out, where it's like, man, good Lord, this is a lot more than I thought, you know. And then and it happens, and that's something that we all experience, and to see the fact that you are that you're committing to your commitment is what I always say. You're committing to your commitment is definitely a testament to your hard work and to your dedication. So just off the strength of that, I definitely think that the blessing was going to return back to you times 10 as far as on the back end of everything as well.
I definitely appreciate that, man. And like I always say, the key component to being relevant in this game is consistency. Like you said, you got to be consistent. You can't have no dry spells. You can't, you got to keep putting this music out, whether you're putting videos out, just putting tracks out, or albums or whatever, So you got to definitely stay consistent in this music because fans got the attention span of a gnat, So you definitely got to stay with it back to back. So that's the way I look at it.
Especially here, because like I said, the show's located here in Atlanta, and especially out here, man, because the radio is swarming with 8 million different artists, local artists, and I mean, it's trap music here, it's trap music there, it's you got all your different types, and so it's a rough business, as far as as far as like rappers are concerned. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. But if you ever make your way to the A, man, listen, like I said, we'd love to have you come, to do a in studio performance. And actually, when we get the television show premiering, actually fairly soon, we're going to be having our television show premiering pretty soon.
Wow.
If you ever make your way to Atlanta, we can have you coming on so you can actually do a performance as well.
Congratulations, man! You got a TV show coming out?
Yeah, it's going to be premiering. We're going to have it premiering towards the end of February.
All right, I salute you for that one, man. That's big things. But I would definitely love to come on there. As a matter of fact, I was just down in Atlanta. I say back around Thanksgiving. So I mean, if I was thinking, I would have definitely hit you up or whatever when I was down there, working and whatnot.
Okay, all right. Well, at least I know that you have some type of tie to Atlanta. So now I know that you do have a reason to come down here again. So now we know how to make that happen.
Yeah, I'm plugged in Atlanta, so I'll definitely be back down there pretty soon. So yeah, as soon as I get down to the A, I'm gonna hit you up or whatever. Definitely.
Okay, now do you like the A that much that you think that you moved down here? Because like I said, this is where it's at, man. It's the capital now.
Yeah. I mean, the A is on fire right now. I could definitely see me planting my flag in the A right now. So, I mean, the A as well, there's a lot of big things that's coming up out of the A. So, I mean, I definitely could see myself down there, setting no shop.
Yeah, definitely. I always joke around, says Atlanta is the capital of mega churches and strip clubs. I mean, all the same at one time. It really is.
Yeah, it is the strip club capital.
Yeah, it is. It goes strip clubs on Saturday, church on Sunday. Boy, I tell you, man, it's a lot here in Atlanta, though. But like I said, the music is really the biggest buzz that a lot of people really come in for the culture.
Right. Yeah, definitely. The music is phenomenal. A lot of great artists coming out of the A right now. So that is a focal point right now. Is the music.
Definitely. Now here's another question I actually want to ask you real quick. When it's all said and done, what is it that you want people to remember or to look back at when it comes to your music?
That I was one of the greats. And honestly, I don't care if only one person say that about me. As long as one person can say I was one of the greats, that's good with me. When it's all said and done, and my story, my book is closed, no more music, as long as one person can say, yeah, MossBurn, he was one of the greats. I mean, I'm happy with that. So, I mean, that's the way I look at it. All
right. Just having the respect and people appreciating the artistry.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I can definitely get with that. Well, listen, man, I want to thank you for coming on to the show today, and thank you for taking out the time, to speak to me and to, have all the listeners get a chance to, get a little bit more in-depth understanding of you and have your fan base get a chance to hear you as well. So once again, my brother, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
All right, listen, no problem. Hey, listen, guys, thank you guys for listening to the Brandon Watlington Show. Make sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out, youtube.com/Brandon Watlington, instagram.com/BJW, and twitter.com/BJW. I'm shameless with my promotions and my plugins, BeeJayDouble in the letter U. All right, make sure to check out MossBurn on everything, on YouTube. What is it? youtube.com/MossBurn, the number 1, okay? Make sure to check him out there. Check out his music. Get those views up. He's already got them up, but let's get them up even more, okay? Make sure to check him out.
Definitely.
Once again, MossBurn. Thank you, brother, all right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, thank you guys for listening to the Brandon Watlington Show. Have a good one. Peace.